Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, May 8th, 2020. We write the date 5-8-20. And I thought since the weather was finally warming up a little bit and people are spending some more time outside in their yards and in their gardens, that we would read one of my favorite Eric Carle books, The Tiny Seed. All right, here we go. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than all of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, and it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall, icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Which one do you think is the tiny seed? Do you see him? Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is too hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it with the others. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Do you see the tiny seed? Right there. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch, but the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Do you see the tiny seed? He's right there. And now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, the rain falls, and the seeds grow so round and full they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up towards the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from the one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it starts to grow into a plant. So that's the big weed, and it's important when you have a garden that you pick the weeds so that, just like the story said, it doesn't take all the sunlight and rain away from the plants. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along, and oh no, he breaks one. Now it can't grow anymore. The tiny The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. But what is happening? First there are footsteps, and then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Oh no. A boy has picked the flower to give to his friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and it doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the house. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. Oh my goodness. Look at how tiny those people look compared to that big flower. All summer long, the birds and the bees and the butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. It's as big as the sun. And now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time, the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. And what happens then? The cycle starts all over again. So now these seeds are going to go fly in the wind, and they're going to get planted somewhere and hopefully grow. All right, I encourage you, if we have nice weather this weekend, to get outside. And if you are planting flowers or a garden or seeds at your house right now, offer to help. If not, you could always rake leaves in your yard or do something to work outside and work in the nature that's all around you. So that is my challenge for you for this weekend, is to get outside and help grow something or clean up something and enjoy being outside with nature. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday.